It's just the start of the Big 12 and Power 5 talk to come. Listen to JJ and Alex Monday on your drive home. Afternoons from 3 to 6 on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Yeah, we'll have a lot to talk about on JJ and Alex all week this week, and, of course, breaking it down for you. Mitch Harper and Alex Kirry right here on First and 12. Mitch, of course, is our BYU insider for KSLSports.com, host on Cougar Sports Saturday on KSL News Radio and Cougar Nation. What a season for BYU. They get the win last night over Houston and go to 10-2 on the season. On the flip side, you have Utah, who locked out their year with a win. Thank goodness for Utah fans, because they did not want to have that other side of history of never in the history of their program having an 8-game losing streak in one season. They got to 7, of course, and then they ended up beating UCF. On a messy night in Orlando, here was Coach Kyle Whittingham after the 28-14 win over the Knights of UCF.
There you go. Okay. Boy, that was good to be able to send our seniors out in the last game with a win. Just great effort on defense. That was the number one offense in the Big 12 statistically coming in, and defensive guys did a great job. Scored twice on defense. Held them to way less than what they've been averaging, and so very pleased with that. Offense did just enough to win the game. I don't believe we turned the ball over, so that's been positive offensively. Not turning the ball over. Didn't have real gaudy numbers on offense, to say the least, but again, didn't put the defense in any bad situations, and so that was the formula. Is play great defense and take care of the ball offensively, and that's what we did. Some real positives. Kai Bernard goes over 1,000 yards with his production tonight. It was great to see Zacharias Williams, a true freshman, do some really good things. I think he's going to be a really good player. Caught a bunch of balls, I think 5 or 6 balls, leading receiver for us. He's a tough kid, got good size, good speed. Good to see, like I said, the defense perform as a whole, and 2 pick sixes in one game. That's 3 pick sixes in the last 3 games, I guess it would be. So that's a big plus for us. Field goal kickers did a nice job. We lost Cole Becker in the first half. He had an injury that prevented him from kicking the rest of the way. So our true freshman, Coleman, who has been kicking off most of the year, came in and seemed very comfortable kicking field goals and kicking the ball. So, yeah, really good positive way to end the season. Had a lot of adversity this year that we faced. But these guys just kept hanging in there. Like I said, all the last 2 months, no drop off in their work ethic, no drop off in their focus, their concentration, how they approach their business. Pleasure to coach, even though we far from where we wanted to be and different season than what we had hoped for. Still can't say how much I think of these seniors and this team as a whole. So very positive. Questions?
So it seemed like Zamaya's pick 6 kind of jump-started things and got things going. Obviously the defense in general did, but what was there anything about that maybe changed the emotions of the game or anything to help you?
Well, pick 6 is always an igniter for a lot of emotion, and particularly on your defensive side of the ball. And that was a great pick and an exceptional run by him. And you saw how fast he is, and a great job by the defense executing the interception return process that we drill every single week. So yeah, it definitely gave us a spark and really a shot of adrenaline for us.
Kyle, how do you approach the next week or so, given your impending decision?
I don't want to talk about that. That's not about me. I don't want to even bring that up. Let these guys enjoy this win. It's all about our players tonight, and just proud of them. And I'd rather just leave it at that for tonight.
Coach, you guys had 2 pick sixes and a fumble that turned into 3 points. What were you guys seeing from UCF's offense that allowed the defense to capitalize? Well, we just Coach Scally does a great job every week with his preparation and his film study, and
nobody prepares any better for a game than Morgan Scally, but then it doesn't matter what the coach knows; it matters what the players know. So he does a great job of conveying information and knowledge to his players and tips, tendencies for the week, and that really was a product of that. Just knowing what was coming before it was coming because of film study and really good coaching. And his whole staff, the whole staff does a good job.
Sorry. Obviously, you wanted to have better success this year, but how important is it to get the win to propel you into next year? I know it changes, obviously, transfer portal and all that stuff, but how important is that?
Yeah, it's a positive. I mean, you certainly want to go out with a win rather than the alternative, but it does give you some momentum going into the off season, positive feeling, but still, far away from where we wanted to be, and a lot of circumstances this year contributed to that, but very positive and proud of our guys, and mainly for hanging in there, because you start having week after week of no success, a lot of teams just cash it in and just not even give any effort. These guys just continue to give great effort every single week.
Kyle Bernard gets over 1,000 yards on the season. What has he meant to this program?
He's been huge this year. He's been the vast bulk and majority of our rush game this year. He's by far got the most carries and the most production, and talk about a guy who maybe thought he was done playing football last year to what he accomplished this year is pretty impressive, and we're elated that obviously he was on our team this year and came back for this last year.
Mitch wasn't the most offensively gaudy stats, but what did you see from the offense to be able to kind of keep you guys in the game?
Yeah, well, they didn't turn it over, like I said. They kept control of the football and took care of the football. Didn't put our defense in any bad field situations. We didn't make a whole bunch of first downs either, but enough to move the chains and flip the field and give the defense some room to operate.
Coach, speak about UCF running back R.J. Harvey. One of the rusher in the nation, and he broke the touchdown record for UCF tonight. Terrific player. My thought is he'll be playing at the next level for a lot of years. He's a really good player. He's tough. He's fast. He's got great contact balance, vision, and obviously the production speaks for itself. The number one touchdown getter in the history of the school. So, very impressed with that young man.
Each game, you've said that this team hasn't given up on fight, and after this game, you said you guys earned this win. How special was it to see, I guess, them come out with this win, given that so many games have been so close? There's been controversies in multiple games. Yeah. I mean, walk me through your emotions.
Well, it's very rewarding to see them have a chance to have some positive fruits from their labors. They've been working hard week after week and not much to show for it, and nothing to show for it in terms of W's for 7 weeks in a row. And so, for them to show the character and the resiliency and the ability to handle adversity and come back and for one more time together and put together a game like that was very positive for us, for them. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Kyle.
That was head coach Kyle Whittingham after Utah took down UCF on Black Friday in Orlando. Big win, I think, for Utah, just to get a little bit of momentum going into the offseason. And now the questions are going to swirl. I mean, where do they go with the offensive coordinator? What happens with Kyle Whittingham? So many questions, and he downplayed, as you heard, the future talk. He made it about the players, but at the same time, Whit, a lot of people want to know, like, what are you going to do, man? And because, signing day is coming up on Wednesday, and you wonder after signing day is when we start to get maybe some clarity on Whittingham and his future. Lock in the class, because that's what it seems to always kind of be, or you get a signing class locked in, and then coaches then maybe make their decisions. Unless you're Gus Malzahn, you say, you know what, I'm out of here. I'm going to go OC at Florida State. I'm dipping, guys. Have a nice night. Oh, quarterbacks are transferring moments after we end the game. Okay, well, I'm going to transfer to a new job and take an OC spot. But wild night in Orlando.
Well, I was just going to say, you brought up the timing. I mean, what's wild is they've been talking about that offensive coordinator position and how they're out looking, and they're doing it. And it was like, we're going to get this thing wrapped up right, next week basically, because as soon as we can get it done, then we can tell guys this is your offensive coordinator. And frankly, they're going to obviously want to know that same answer from Kyle Whittingham. I think we'll probably know what the decision is going to be on Monday. I would think it's going to be there, because you have to start there and then go to the offensive coordinator. Because if you want clarity from all these guys, the recruits are going to be asking questions. The guys in your locker room are going to be asking questions, and so there's going to be a lot, I think, on this Monday press conference from Kyle. It's going to be quite juicy.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what direction Utah football goes, but a good way to end the 2024 season with a win at UCF. We're taking a break. 1st and 12 here on KSL News Radio and the KSL Sports Zone. Coming up next, Big 12 headlines, unpacking all the big storylines from Week 14, the final week in the regular season in Big 12 football, next here on 1st and 12 on the KSL Sports Zone and KSL News Radio.